White goes for center control and piece development, a classic start. E5 is a strong dynamic response. The knight is jumping into the game, attacking. Can black defend that pawn? It defends the pawn, controls the center, and is a solid move. The Italian game allows for both positional and tactical ideas. Aggressive. Black dares white to play slow or go turbo. What a move. D3 protects the E4 pawn and the C4 bishop and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. Bishop C5 develops the bishop, attacks the F2 pawn, and prepares castling. Big oof, no more castling for that king. Prepping that bishop for development. Let's get this show on the road. Solid trade. Keeps things even Steven on the board. Recapture that piece. Looks like they overlooked the chance to offer an equal trade of pieces. Castling kingside gets the king out of dodge and the rook ready to rumble. Equal trade? This leaves no choice but for the opponent to double pawns. Easy peasy recapture. White can't stop black from winning material if they make the right moves. This could be a big turning point. White just slipped into a slightly worse position. Now that pawn is sitting pretty with some protection. Oof, white just slipped into a worse position. Looks like they overlooked the chance to move a bishop to safety. Big oof. Missing the only good move is like ordering a chess set and getting checkers. Big oof. Missing the only good move. Not PogChamp. Even Steven trade. Nothing crazy here. Simple capture. Solid move. Black continues to develop, gaining flexibility for the middle game. That knight is now controlling more of the board. Not the sharpest move. Gotta be honest. Not the sharpest move. Something spicier was on the table. There was only one good move, and that was it. Even Steven trade. Nothing crazy here. Recapture that piece. Gotta move that rook. Sharp move! Textbook stuff right here. Solid move, keeps things balanced. That threat on the rook is a slick tempo snatching move. That rook is moving to safety. What a move. Textbook stuff right there. Looks like they overlooked the chance to kick a knight. Solid move, nothing crazy here. The bishop on the move. Hello, darkness, my old friend. White is developing like a boss. What's next? Not the best move. There was something much better available. Smart move. White dodged that trade like a boss. They failed to notice a chance to defend a pawn that was under attack. Big oof. Missing the only good move is like ordering a chess set and getting checkers. That defends the pawn. Nice. Yikes, that gives away a free pawn. Boom! Best move. Right here, right now. Solid trade. Keeps things even Steven on the board. This move is the only one that works. What a find. Even Steven trade. Nothing crazy here. Easy peasy recapture. There was only one good move, and that was it. Gotta get out of there. Spicy meatball right here, y'all. This threatens to eventually win material. Spicy. That pawn was just sitting there waiting to be snatched up. Spicy meatball right here, yo. Simple capture. That pawn was under attack, but now it's defended. Even Steven trade. Nothing crazy here. Recapture that piece. Careful now, white. Black could win a pawn with the right moves. Spicy meatball right here, y'all. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. Boom! Black is gonna snag a pawn. What a steal. This move is the only one that works. What a find. Keeping it safe. Gotta keep that rook safe and sound. What? A free pawn? You don't see that every day. What just happened? That bishop just leveled up in activity. Hello, scope? Spicy move. Looks like they overlooked the chance to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. This allows the opponent to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. Not bad, but not brilliant. Could be spicier. Black just pulled ahead. Not looking good for white. Activating the king for the endgame. First step complete. Nice. Not the sharpest move, gotta be honest. Creating the threat to tactically win a knight. This overlooks an opportunity to move a rook to safety. There was only one good move, and that was it. Dodging the check, smooth. Bullseye! That pin is like a vice grip on that bishop. What a move. That's a slick escape from the rook's check. Solid move. Solid move, nothing special. Dodging the check, smooth. Black's advantage is slipping away. Not winning, but still better. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. Easy peasy recapture. Snappy move! Blocking that attack keeps the pawn safe and sound. Big uff, missing the only good move. Not PogChamp. What a find! Black capitalized on that mistake and now has a winning advantage. That blocks the check from the opposing rook. There was only one good move, and that was it. That passed pawn is on a mission. Gotta stop it. Spicy. That pawn was just sitting there waiting to be snatched up. That passed pawn is sprinting to the finish line. This is the best move. This starts to create the threat to push a passed pawn. What a move. Textbook stuff right there. That passed pawn is on a mission. Gotta stop it. Sharp move. They're not messing around with this one. That defends the pawn. Rook behind a passed pawn. That's like being stuck behind a slow walker in the grocery store.